How many times we receive a text from an old friend who hasn't replied for a while, and we're excited to see their text, to see their call, and we are happy to reply to them as soon as possible, but we stop ourselves and we start questioning ourselves. We start questioning that isn't this the same friend who hasn't replied for a while, who didn't pick up my call? I was texting them, I was calling them, but they didn't answer. You see how a simple situation can be made so complex? This is a paradox in our mind. One part of ourselves wants to reply as soon as possible, but the other one is trying to be smart, is trying to assess the situation and trying to make the quote unquote right decision. This paradox can be explained by Carl Jung's theory of psychology. He says that human personality has two parts. One is the shadow self, and the other one is called the persona. The shadow self is our real self. It is the kid which got excited, which got happy to see the text from an old friend and wanted to reply as soon as possible. Because that kid is real. That kid is the inner self which tries to make us happy without the rules and conditions of the outside world. But then we have the persona. The persona is the mask we wear in this world to make us look important or to make us feel like we matter. This is the mask which assesses every situation. Am I looking good? Am I looking bad? Would it make me look good if I replied now? Would it make me look bad if I replied later? Should I pick this call? Should I not pick this call? Everything for the persona is profit and loss, which comes from the outside. And this persona is always in kind of a fight with the shadow self, because the shadow self is the real. So by understanding this paradox in the context of Carl Jung's shadow self versus persona, we can understand why this is happening within us. And when we understand something, it helps us to cope with it. It helps us to do something with it. Because understanding the situation, understanding a problem is the first step towards solving it. So, this Eid holiday or any other holiday, when you get a text, reply back to your friends, reply back to your loved ones without thinking about the persona. Follow your shadow self, because our shadow self is the real self.